about our Father's business. Grind mode, filled with this Holy Spirit. That's a cheat code. Holiness the standard. We never fold. We about to make a scene episode about our Father's business.
Yo, we are back. Episode 19 of season 3 of the Not the Same Podcast. Hosted by this one word. Wow, pointing at me. That's the name right there. That one word, C-Micah, that one word over there. Mr. Rob Redeem. We glad, gracious, and very, very happy to be back with y'all for another Not the Same Podcast, music and faith show. What's up, D? Good to see you, sis.
D, what's going on, sis?
Look, man, if you're watching us right now exclusively on YouTube, every Thursday night we are exclusive on YouTube because they are the only ones that don't shut us down when we try to play independent music. So, salute to YouTube, and they the one that pay. So, mess with YouTube. Salute to them.
Thanks.
Number one. So, if you're watching us on YouTube, 100%. I don't even see it on here, but yeah, message. Trust me. If you're watching us exclusively on YouTube, there it is.
Message.
You know what I'm saying? You watch the exclusive. I'm tongue-tied right here. You're watching us exclusively on YouTube tonight. Do us a solid and hit that like button. As well, hit the notification bell. And if you have not subscribed to the Not the Same Podcast, what is you waiting on? Go ahead and subscribe, man. Let some other people know. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoy what we're doing here, you know, and if you are not one of the ones that are so gracious to sow into us, you know, financially or whatever, hey, salute to y'all that do that. Salute to my sister D. But girl, you keep the lights on. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else who, and plenty of others that's done that. Plenty of others have done that as well. But also do us a favor, man. Tell somebody about this, man. If you enjoy this, man, don't keep this all to yourself. Tell somebody else. Tell your neighbor. This ain't Sunday service, but it's Thursday. Tell somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Listen.
I'm thinking about Ron Kelly. Anyway, go ahead, bro.
Listen, we know y'all out there talking because we got this group of people that I always give my shout outs to. Shout out to the sneaker peekers, man. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all ain't got to say nothing. But y'all do.
And
y'all
don't.
come. Y'all scream, and you don't. You don't.
You don't.
I ain't even have to tell y'all didn't have to say nothing because y'all looking at me like one word we wasn't. But shout out to our sneaker peekers. Also, our rebroadcasters, man. You see them in the bottom left-hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our rebroadcasters, our MTMV Sports Famo, Life Show TV, Takeover Radio, Praise 365, Scooter doing big things in this city of St. Louis.
Yes, he is.
Yo, Parable Radio, our homeboy Orlando Page at RYC Praise News. Out on the left coast, me and my son will be there in 2 weeks out in Vegas, His Hop Radio and Podcast Network. Also, the 520 Collective and our new partnership with the Kingdom Now Network. Again, Kingdom Now, shout out to Kingdom Now. If you got Roku, you can catch us. Apple TV, you can catch us. Fire TV, you can catch the Not the Same Podcast. For my sneaker peekers that's trying to see, are we legit? Do we do this? We had a couple of technical difficulties, but it's not on us. Blame our provider. We got one of the best, fiber. Do you dig what I mean? It's supposed to be the best. But sometimes fiber don't be fibering. You dig what I'm saying? They don't be fibering sometimes. So when they don't look at it like we some little bootleg podcast. We really do this. You dig what I mean?
We really do.
Welcome. Also, our streamers who listen to us, the podcast listeners on all your podcast outlets. I don't have time to even think about them. Thank you.
But
Give us
all
5 stars. Give us thumbs up. Whatever they tell you to do.
Do it.
Do it. All right.
Yeah. Do it, man. Like my brother said, hey, man, we're very glad to be back once again, man.
Yeah, man.
Live and direct, man. We got some, good topics tonight, as well as some good music, man. So, hey, without further ado, let's go on and see what is popping.
What's
Somebody tell me what's popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. No, that's the wrong show. Hold on, man. We'll be here in a minute. Hold on. It's what's good. It ain't what's popping, man. It's too many what's, man. Here we go.
What's good?
That's how you know we're alive.
Yeah,
this
no
ain't
doubt.
fake. Yeah, go ahead,
look,
bro.
we got a sports show. What's popping is the sports show. So if you look at sports every Wednesday, we at the same place, same back time and channel. We right here if you into sports. Go ahead, see.
Robert Dean, my brother from another mother, like my homie Larry Rogers on the west side. Some say it's the best side, but we dwell in the Midwest. But be careful on the west side of St. Louis. Tuck in your chain, man. My brother, what is good?
Whew. Brother, let me tell you something. I want to thank everyone. You know, I choked up when I did this in front of my officers. They got me a card. But if y'all don't know, we we stayed off the air for a couple of weeks. It was one of the reasons is my grandmother passed away, and her funeral was the same week as Thanksgiving. So I went on this emotional roller coaster because you got the funeral on Monday, and my granny is Granny Grand. You dig what I mean? Granny Grand was going on, and she passed away, and she had a wonderful home going. Shout out to my brother right here on the screen. He showed up. Shout out to my sis D. She showed up. And everyone else who got Hagens, he showed up. Look, y'all don't know how much that meant to me because my granny was the pillar. And if you saw the obituary and how many people is on her family tree, and I contribute to a lot of that family tree.
I ain't gonna even do it. Go ahead, bro. Keep going.
You can hit the he ain't lying. But my point is this, man.
He ain't lying.
Yeah, it's a celebration. So it's an emotional roller coaster. We shut down last week. We should have did sports. We didn't. I just couldn't do it. But I want to thank everybody for their prayers. I want to thank everybody who came out to support. And just had that moment. I also want to thank my officers, man. I moved to a new location. They found out my grandmother passed, and they got me a card. I tried to thank them last Sunday, and it got a little choked up. One word don't choke up much, but I choked up. And I had to excuse myself for that thug tear popped out. You dig what I mean?
Right.
But that's what's good with me. And what I'm saying is this. People, life is short. You don't have time to hold grudges. If you got a grandmother, you got a grandfather, your mother, whatever the case may be, because when they're gone, you don't get that time back. Yeah. And I don't want anyone feeling like, man, I missed my opportunity. So life is short. Forgive and keep it pushing, man. That's what's good with me, man. Just celebrating life and recognizing God is good. Yeah.
He most certainly is, man.
What's good with you, bro?
What's good with me, man, is that we haven't really talked about this much on air. We just kind of did it. As you can see in the backgrounds, our backgrounds are different, and we just changed everything and just kept it moving like we just woke up like this.
Right.
but this was planned, man. And I just want to say what's good is growth, right? We've been here. We're in season 3 of one podcast, season 2 of a second podcast, and entering about to hit season 2 of the Bible study.
Yeah,
so
man.
I want to just thank the Lord for growth and staying power, because we really couldn't have done it without him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life happens, like Rob just talked about, a real life situation. And I thank God that we're still able to return and come back. Because a lot of people, man, they be like, dog, I'm done for the year. Forget it. You know what I'm saying? And they'll cancel shows for the rest of the year, man. Them folks be all right. They'll come back. But we don't want to take our watchers and viewers for granted, man. So we appreciate y'all. And just as much as y'all enjoy these laughs, so do we. Trust me. We need them too. You know what I'm saying? Because weeks be stressful, hectic. You know, my brother getting all kind of stuff thrown on his plate. But, you know, God is good, and we thank God for this show, man. So, yeah, that's what's good with me, bro. 100%.
Yeah, hey. And what's good is, I'm going to say this.
Yeah,
C
man.
said it a minute ago. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for hanging in there with us. We tried to come back on Tuesday for the Bible study, and it just wasn't, it wasn't studying. That's all I'm going to say. So
we don't have no.
Next week, and the crazy part about it, we was only on for 16 minutes, and the views for the 16 minutes was off the charts. So we appreciate y'all for that. But for those who did come for those 16 minutes where I was glitching like I was doing the robot, you know what I'm saying? Like this.
Max Headroom.
Right. But what I'm going to say, B+, what's good, man? What I'm going to say is come back next Tuesday. We are still going to talk about, you know, how to respond. How do you respond to opposition was the topic. So come back Tuesday. We got 3 shows next week, and we're going to keep doing it like we never left, man.
Absolutely, man. All right, man. Without further ado, we got rid of all of our sappy stuff. You know, brothers got emotions. We had to get all them emotions out. And now let's get on to the subject for the night, man.
They was healthy emotions, brother.
Healthy emotions, man. Let's hold up and wait.
Hold up.
Faith Segment, Miss Dingle, good to see you, sis. She said, "Hey, miss my not the same fam. Miss you too, sis.
Yeah,
miss all
too,
of y'all,
sis.
man.
I hope all is well. B+ haven't been on in a minute. Good to see you on here, brother.
Good to see you, brother.
Doing big things over there on your podcast. I see you, bro.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, man. Let's get into it. In relationships, is love conditional? In relationships, I guess we're speaking of uh, uh, relationships with a woman, a lady, or whatever, right? In relationships, is love conditional?
We're
I'm gonna
talking
let you
about,
explain that.
yes.
Go ahead, brother.
I will say this.
Okay.
Is love conditional? Everybody always talks about, I love him, I love her unconditionally. We're not
Mm-hmm.
talking about professional relationships. We're talking about intimate relationships.
Correct.
In relationships,
Mm-hmm.
is love conditional? Because things can happen in relationships. You can have the bag
Yeah.
can be gone. You can be
Oh
broke,
yes.
you can get the bag.
I can
It's
give
a
you a
bunch of
joke.
it's a bunch of things that
Yes.
can possibly make it conditional. So
Mm-hmm.
because I set this up, see, we gonna reverse it a little bit.
Okay.
What say you, sir?
Relationships is love conditional. Initially, yes.
Okay.
Initially. All right. When you got years in and staying power, then it becomes unconditional because that person, say, if I give
Mm.
example, my wife has proven to me over the years that she can be trusted, and vice versa. So it ain't conditional. Now it's unconditional. Now, in my particular case, we was already best friends. You know what I'm saying? So my particular case is kind of different than normal cases. But when you're learning someone, 1,000%, because I'm sorry, fam. Those days of, oh man, she was with me when I was broke. Okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, mine was, and I was broke and she was good. When I met her, she was good. In the middle, she was good, and she's still good. When she
Right,
met
right.
me, I was, I had the word in my heart and I wanted to preach, but financially, I wasn't that good. And it just it took me a minute. Now I'm good. All caps. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Usher
right.
good. You're good. You know what I'm saying? But it took a minute for me, and I praise the Lord that she was able to withhold and stand with me for that time. But I think in the beginning, in a lot of cases, man, I think it is, and I think people won't admit it. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of times we get in relationships and you with that, if you're a female, you with this guy, he can't never keep no job. You may be like, okay, he let this job go, I'm out. Well, what is that? That's a condition. The condition is either you keep this job and you keep me, or you don't keep the job and you don't keep me. I know that sounds like we shouldn't say that. Well, I mean, there are some conditions, or, okay, let's make it sound better. There are some agreements that you got to have, aka conditions. Go ahead, bro.
So I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
hood side, and this is what I'm
Hood.
gonna say.
Yes, sir.
This is what
Throw
I'm
it
gonna
up.
say. Some people do love unconditionally. Think about the baby mama who baby daddy get locked up, and she is loyal to a T, and
Lower
this
to the
man is
soil.
gone, and she don't do nothing, and he treated her like trash. But that
Yes.
is unconditional foolery, and I think the
Not
problem is
love.
this.
Foolery. Right.
I think the problem is this: people will lust unconditionally,
Of
and
course.
they confuse that lust with love, because we all know the Bible talks about love is patient, love is kind, love is not easily angered, doesn't keep track of faults, so on and so forth. You heard it at every Bible study. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not every Bible study, every wedding they read these things, and you be
Of
like, these
course.
two one words ain't honoring that. But the point
Mm-hmm.
that I'm making is this: I think people lust unconditionally, and they confuse that lust with love. Now, I'm with you, see, 120%. In the beginning, there are conditions, but when
Mm-hmm.
there's longevity and that person has proven themselves, the man
Mm-hmm.
and the woman, because when you come into it, I was broke, bro. I was broke. Let me tell you something. The reason, if you follow this show for the 5 years we've been on, 4 years we've been on, I
Mm-hmm.
believe that word child support is of the devil. For us men who took care of their kids, and it
Mm-hmm.
was used against them as a weapon. My
Mm-hmm.
point is this: when I met Nikki, I was bringing home $500 every 2 weeks. That's $1,000 a month, people, for those who can't count. Because I said every
Right.
2 weeks, not every week. You dig what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the condition was I didn't have anything. She had everything. So now the level up is there. The problem with the level up, and I'm not saying Nikki did this, but the problem with the level up in certain situations, when that
Mm-hmm.
person levels up and he's no longer there, or she's no longer there and they level up, the other person can get insecure. And that is
Mm-hmm.
a condition, because I am used to you being here, her
Right.
being here.
Right.
Now she or he is up here. Well, do they need me anymore? That's a condition because the terms have changed. But longevity is what helps you get through, and that's where the unconditional can come in. There's a lot of comments coming in, bro. I don't know if you want to go to the comments before we keep going.
We can. B Plus said a while ago, I think the goal is unconditional, but being in the flesh makes that difficult at times.
That's the unconditional lust that I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
It's 100% honest. Miss Dingle says some people love unconditionally, but I believe it should have conditions. Okay. As a domestic violence survivor, I gotta have or she didn't say I, but inferred I gotta have conditions. Salute. Okay.
Understand.
That's a good point. That's a good point, sis. And then I don't know what he meant here. He said a lot of relationship podcasts can tend to have and then it said, oops. So I didn't.
Okay, I'm not sure. B Plus, come back with us and explain that in your comments. Go ahead, C.
Yeah. Now, I think like what Miss Dingo said, man. I think everybody has conditions. Nobody, you just don't want to say it. Everybody has conditions. You hear people when I was growing up. Everybody was single dudes like, man, I want this. I want this, I want this, and they gotta be this. You know what I'm saying? And most men, they laid out features. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
they ain't said nothing about no heart or nothing. I mean, them thighs gotta be like this, the lips gotta be like this, the hips gotta be like, you know what I'm saying? You go through all those things, and then you ain't said nothing about their heart, for example. And then some ladies be like, I want this man to do this, we gotta have this type of job, he gotta have this, or whatever. All of those are conditions. Those are conditions. You know what I'm saying? I think when you said something earlier, that's what I had. When you said something earlier about lust is conditional, love is unconditional, I think that's a good point.
No,
because
I said lust can be unconditional. Love is conditional.
I kind of think lust can be conditional because sometimes, you know, in grown-up talk here, things can be withheld because the conditions ain't been met. You know what I'm saying? If you picking up what I'm putting down.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? A lot of people do that. Oh, no, this ain't open. Because that bank account ain't open or whatever it may be. I'm just giving examples. Or, you know, this yard ain't cut. Or, you know, it's trash piled up in here. I'm just throwing out examples that things.
No, I mean, that's real life right there, bro.
And it's a
that's
condition.
Real life. It's a condition to it.
Yeah.
You want some loving? Hey, you do some job. Do some work. You know what I'm saying?
Take care of this house. Put something on this bill or whatever, you know. And is that actually wrong? I think it should be a partnership. You know, my view of, you know, in a relationship with money, man, I think it should be all one together. That's me personally, working for one goal. However you do that, whether it's in the same account or different accounts, y'all need to be together. Like, okay, we need to pay this. We need to do this. You know, that's what I think in my head. No matter what account it come from, it need to be a we thing. Like, nah, dog, you need to take care of that rent. Nah, you stay here too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The washing machine go, I need you to do something with it. No, you wash your clothes too, don't it? That's why I say for me personally, when it's all on one bank account, it ain't about who put in. You know what I'm saying? You eliminate that.
Right. You eliminate that part. Right.
But however you want to work it, that's your business. I just think and when it comes to that, we need to do that together. But in relationship, it's love conditional. You know, you can really love somebody. If you really love somebody, they get on a sick bed, you drop everything to take care of them. Real love. Ain't no condition then. You ain't going to be talking about, man, I remember that man used to do this. I remember that dude used to be this back in the day. Nah, that ain't working if you really love them. But on the other hand, though, like I said, you ain't handling your business with the money, finances. A lot of women care about, do you take care of these kids the right way? All those type things, and you ain't there for that. Nah, dog, don't come up here trying to
get some love.
Yeah, there you go, get some McLovin.
Don't be touching the thighs at 2 a.m. and you ain't paying no bills or cutting no yards like you was talking about.
I mean,
but I'm gonna tell you this.
But is that actually wrong?
I don't, and that's where the condition comes in. But for the folks who say like I don't have any conditions, I love unconditional. Remove condition and put standards.
There you go.
Because we all have standards. Now,
100%.
Some people's standards are absolutely out the roof, and it's like, yo, your standards entirely too high. They're not realistic. You're not gonna find what it is that you're looking for. So if you don't like the word conditional, maybe you need to put standards, or as B Plus said in the comments, maybe you need to put preference, because preference, standards, and condition can be synonymous in this situation when it comes to relationships. I don't think that here's the thing. If you have a man or woman who is not taking care of their duties in the house, but yet and still this one word wants some whatever. You know, like I said, grown man conversation. Now he mad because it's his best friend. You dig what I'm saying? And I didn't say anything, but he's not handling his business. These are conditions. So my point is this. For men, we're supposed to be at the head of the house. We're supposed to take care of our business. You can be broke as a joke, but if you know how to take care of stuff, you know how to tend to the household, that stuff don't even matter because you're leading the way that you're leading. You're moving in your gifts and your talents, and you're doing what you're able to do. But if you not doing nothing, one word, all you do, this is why I make the joke when C say what's good and I say, you know what, man, I didn't do nothing today but be a baby daddy. And what I mean by that is I sat on the couch and played 2K all day while Nikki went to work. That's my baby daddy joke. But guess what? A one word has a job. Now, if you don't have that job and you sitting on the couch and dropping your baby mama off at work, and then you come back to the crib, or flip side for the ladies, you think just because you got, you know what I'm saying, waterfalls, you dig what I mean? That you don't have to do nothing but just please him in that way. But you're not doing nothing else. You don't cook, you don't clean, you don't wash. The kids, you always complain as soon as he get home from work. You need to get these kids. Those are conditions. It's a preference. And now you wondering why he not paying you, never mind. You wondering why she not paying you, never mind. Those are the conditions that we're talking about for those ladies or men to be like, well, I love unconditionally. Okay, brother, you can play the fool. Because if you loving unconditionally and she ain't doing nothing, and she or he for the streets or for the whatever or for themselves, you are going to be upset. And that's what I got to say about that.
All right, the voice said it goes both ways. If you want me to do X, I need you to meet me in the the bedroom.
Hit message, brother. Hit message, brother.
Hey, the voice got a voice. And
you know what? Y'all ain't never heard the voice and don't understand, but I really wish that brother was on here to say what he said. Because if y'all hear the way he talk, ladies, y'all would have been like, oh my goodness, he right.
Salute to our brother, the voice. All right, man. Ms. Dingle said, I love this dude unconditionally. He was abusive, broke, street pharmacist. I lost all my standards when I dated him. Got to have standards. I agree with that.
You do. You do.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, bro.
Hey, cause you caught it.
Right, I heard it earlier. Lord.
I'm just saying, man. All I'm saying is, I think sometimes for guys, we get so caught up in, like I said, the waterfalls. For ladies, y'all get so caught up in the magic stick or whatever the case may be, and
keeping it real tonight. Go ahead,
I am keeping it real. All I'm saying is this.
One word almost 50, man. Ain't no sense biting no tongue.
When I'm biting my tongue for it, and I know it's all adults on here. My thing is, don't be led by that. Because when you're led by that, you're going to be led astray. Because the moment he or she decides, I'm good, then you looking crazy. Go ahead, bro.
Don't go chasing water. B+, he won. My brother B+.
The only person I will say, and we always bring this back to biblical things. Look, man, the Lord's 100%. Love is unconditional. He's the only one that we know we can be foul, use his name in vain, turn our back on him, do whatever. And if we repent and we repent and he say, what did you do? Because he throws it in the sea of forgetfulness.
Yes, sir.
So that it's very important for us to understand that. And that's the beauty of being born again in the body of Christ. I'm not saying take advantage of habitual sin, but we do have an advocate where we can go and say, Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry. I'm struggling with this. I need your help. And these are the things that happen because Miss Dingle said she was in an abusive relationship.
Right.
Let me tell y'all something. Stop downing people who are in abusive relationships. And the reason I say that is because you don't understand that dynamic.
Right.
Well, how could she go back? How could he go back?
You don't know.
You don't understand that.
Right.
That's a process that I'm telling you that it takes deliverance. And when someone is that far and is unconditional in that way, that is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But that is the way that the Lord is for us, no matter what. That's how he is. He's literally ride or die. Because he will let you until the day you take your last breath. He will open that door and say, as long as you confess and believe, that I died and I rose on the third day, you can come into the kingdom. So that's the type of unconditional love that we need. It's a sacrificial love. It's unconditional with no conditions, regardless of what we've done. And I don't want anybody playing the fool. We've all done it. You dig what I mean? We've all done it. And some of us, we beat ourselves up. Don't beat yourselves up. Learn from it. Learn from it. If you're in one of them relationships now, then learn from it. Maybe this is something that the Lord needed you to hear at this point in time, that it's time for you to say, hey, one word, male or female. Yeah. Hey, waterfall, magic stick, whatever. Oh, well, you ain't the only one. Holla at you. I need to be happy. I need for me and my kids to be safe. I need for us to be taken care of. These are the parts of a relationship. Go ahead, see. I know I kind of went on the tangent there.
No, it's all good, man. I wrap it with this, man. In relationships, is love conditional? In my opinion, absolutely. Is that a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. But it comes down to this. B Plus said something about this earlier. Your heart is the one to be unconditional. Your heart is that. But you have a flesh that you're dealing with. As Rob was saying earlier, we bring this back to the Bible. We live in this flesh. We live in this world. You know what I'm saying? And live with somebody. We both got a flesh. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's perfect harmony sometimes, and everything is great. And other times, it's like, man, why you sitting on the couch next to me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want you to be here. You ain't got to be that close. That's type of stuff you hear when you with somebody all the time. You hear those little things. Why you breathing like that? Yeah, why you breathing like that? You got to blow your nose. It's all that stuff when you really with somebody. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why in the Bible, I mean, when you give them vows through sickness and health, you know what I'm saying, till death do us part, because you're going to see everything. So it's a choosing.
Everything.
Right. Because then, it goes to even deeper levels of like, okay, you can love, and then there's in love. That's two different things, you know what I'm saying? Because the general love, like Rob loved Devin, he ain't in love with Devin. Devin is his son. It's a different type of love. So, but when you have a spouse, both of those things exist. Or when you have a serious relationship, both of those areas can exist where you call love and in love happen at the same time. Or sometimes it can be just love and shoot, I ain't studying you or whatever. Go ahead, bro.
Miss Dingle just said something. She said, maintain the standard. Then she said, God loves us, but he maintains his standards. And that is a fact. That is true, Miss Dingle. You know what? B Plus, you was winning earlier. There you go. Yeah, man. Way to come back,
right there, sis.
Yeah.
Drop the mic moment.
Drop the mic. We're going to end that subject right there.
Right there. That's it right there. Good point, sis, and facts. All right, man. We're going to hold up and wait. Get to our first video for tonight. And I don't remember who it's by, but yeah, y'all check it out. Here we go.
Hold up.
Oh, yeah. It's called Let It Rain by ASAP Preach featuring Big E. Some person we had on the show before. And also Adrian Butler. Check this out. Turn this up.
Guard your heart. Devil tryna take what ain't drink, I cast a demon out. Come get this whipping, dog. He died and rose, so keep the bull Jordan and Pippin, dog. We saving souls. I'm trying to free the bros from fitting all. Satan hit my line, I ain't got time, so I'm a mystic call. I'm trying to tell you, Jesus loved me when I was sinning, dog. My God undefeated. Check my light, boy, I didn't win it all. Big time. Pop out with a new mind. Hop out with some new piece. Satan try to test mine. Hit him with a two-piece. Swore I had a deadline. God gave me a new lease. Pastor looking spooky. Knew me looking Gucci. I was walking right into the darkness, had a face facts. I needed a savior who could clean me like it's Ajax. When you give your life to God, just know the enemy gon' hate that. So I gave this fight to Christ, I told him take that. I don't want it.
Okay.
All right, Let It Ring by ASAP Preach featuring Big Yeet and Adrian Butler. My thoughts on that, it was a garage video. I mean, not garage. Yeah, probably a car garage video.
Yeah.
Nice editing on it. It looked clean. I like ASAP Preach style. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
And he kind of comes that same way on most of his songs. And that was different, man. Big Yeet was nice. And the last dude, man, he was spitting on bars too. It was a cool song. You know what I'm saying? Something to listen to. I like it. And the video was clean. Go ahead, bro.
I added it to my workout playlist. You dig what I'm saying? I just added it. I'm going into 2025. One where I got about 20 playlists, but that made it. With that being said, the video was, I can listen to the song without the video. Like if I heard the song first, then and saw the video, I think I would have been disappointed. Like, y'all could get a little more. I saw the video first. So when I hear the video, when I listen to the song when I'm working out, it'll get me through. So shout out to ASAP Preach. Like I said, we've shared a stage together before. Cool brother. He wasn't, too Hollywood. Chopped it up a little bit. Cool dude. Yeet, I got him on a couple of other ones, and the last dude I hadn't heard of, but yeah, he was spitting. So it's on there. Good video. Good song. Not a great video. That's my opinion.
All right, that was Let It Ring by ASAP Preach featuring Big Yeet and Adrian Butler. Let's get into this CHH segment. CHH segment, my bad, I was trying to get back. CHH segment, do you believe rap beefs are actually necessary in hip-hop? Do you believe rap beefs are actually necessary in hip-hop? Now, the most recent rap beef was the Kendrick Lamar and Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and a few other people, but it kind of just ended up being just Kendrick Lamar and Drake. So that question, do you believe they are necessary? If you think back over the years, one of the biggest one that was very well known was Tupac and Biggie, and they both ended up dead. You know what I'm saying? So do you think they are necessary in hip-hop, Mr. Davis?
I think they can be entertaining when you take it back to the, Cannabis and LL Cool J, when you Big Daddy Kane, and I can't remember who he was into it with, but those beats was strictly lyrical. Who can come, Nas and Jay-Z, Ether set it off where there will never be another Ether. I mean, to the point where Jay-Z thought,
let me sign that boy.
Let me sign him, and then mess his career up.
Right.
But from that standpoint, from a lyrical beef, because if you look at hip hop, I'm not talking about this mainstream crap where people lose their lives and their dignity. I'm talking about battle rapping type beefs, where it's the essence of what hip hop started with, when there was a beef where you just took a lyrical. You didn't take it outside. Biggie and Pac was probably the biggest that ended in tragedy. Now you got the Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing, and that went all the way left. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Kendrick is still stepping on these cats' necks. From that standpoint, no. I agree with some of what the people are saying, no. From the lyrical standpoint, like battle rapping, I think it's entertainment, and I think it's fun because that's when your lyricism comes up and your cleverness comes up on going back and forth.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that point. I think the battle rapping thing is necessary. It's not for everybody, but I think it's necessary because I think that's how hip hop started. It was fun though. It wasn't,
Right.
I mean, battle rap now, you listen to it, that joint is real gangster, but them dudes don't really, they ain't fighting every battle. They really fighting with lyrics.
Right.
But as for the Kendrick and stuff, man, like for example, Drake is suing the label and all that.
Yeah. Universal.
I don't know how productive that was. It was productive for Kendrick. Now he's on, he's going to be on the Super Bowl, and that's a whole nother conversation. Super Bowl in Louisiana, some say Lil Wayne should have had it. I don't know. I think it's a few years too late for Wayne. That's my opinion. Though Wayne was worthy, 6, 7, 8 years ago, he was worthy. But it's long. It ain't no legacy thing to be on the what's the name. It's who's hot right now. And of course, Kendrick was hot, but they're not like us. They broke records on YouTube, the video and the song and everything. So, but do I think it's the actual beefs, and what I'm talking about is the Biggie type stuff? I don't think that's necessary.
Right.
I don't think it's necessary. I think like the whole thing with even with Kendrick and what's the name, that started over nothing. It started over subtle shots in songs. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really, is he talking about him? Is he talking about him? Or somebody say, that, I think that's the top 3, and somebody get mad. You know what I'm saying? So that's all pride right there. All that is pride. And one way you could say it bring out greater creativity, because to me, people loved Kendrick, but I had never heard him in that way.
Not
until
in that
this
way.
battle. Right? I never heard him in that way. He was / West Coast backpacker to me at first. You know what I'm saying? Like him and J. Cole wasn't that far off to me. And then now they very far off. I'm not saying like levels. I'm saying like in the way they deliver music. That's what I mean. Like they was like on the same beaten path to me at first, and then all that changed. So, but no, I don't think it's necessary. And let me go to the comments. D says nope. Ronald Jackson says nope. B Plus says you need another private investigator if you want beef, LOL. And then Miss Dingle says back in the 80s they used to have dance battles and it was entertaining but all fun. These beefs are extra, just rap. I agree with that. That's a good point, and she's very, that's very, very true. They used to break dance against each other. You know what I'm saying? What you laughing at, bro?
I'm laughing because I walk in the room like.
Right. Oh, you want son? They get the pop it. okay. They get to
pull out the AK and pop you a couple of times.
Yeah, but they was all cool when it was over.
It was all cool. It was all fun, and that's so. When you look at these things like Les Twins, they always in battles. Kid of the Great. These are some of the dancers who they go against battles, and if you watch it, it'll come across your stream and you like, man, they killing it right now. Or other times you'll be like, what the world is going on? Because it's a culture within itself. And that's what the battles were supposed to be about. Listen, whenever they have these battle rap joints going on, like some of the people that's on Wildin' Out, Charlie Clips, one of my favorite battle rappers, man, because he's clever on how he puts his stuff together. And I'll watch it. And they reckless of what they saying, but 100%. It's all within the culture of battle rapping. When it comes to this, where people are now suing because now you're exposing people for some stuff that they're doing, like at that point, it becomes hatred. So I don't think that they're necessary. And I'm gonna take it over to CHH for a minute because this is a Christian show. When my man what's his John Keith was going up against the other dude. I don't even know that.
Bryson something. I can't remember.
Yeah, that won't work. No. But when they was going B plus, hook us up real quick because I know you know, brother. But when they were going against each other, it's like some people. How can Christian have battle rap? Because when it's all said and done, that turned into battle hatred. Like one man was jealous of the next. And it got a little out of control, and then John Keith came back and he apologized. Salute to John Keith. But that's rap. That's just what happens. Yeah, Bryson Gray. Thanks, B plus. Yeah. So like when Bryson Gray and John Keith was going at it, and they're not the first ones to do it. There was some people that was going at Andy for a minute. It was some people going at Lecrae. It's just John Keith gave Bryson Gray. He had time today. There's a song out. He had time the day that Bryson came at him, and he gave him the time where some of the other people would just be like, "Man, I ain't got time for this." They trying to make a name.
The beautiful thing to that story, them folks got in the room and they hashed everything out and came together like grown men. So respect. You know what I'm saying? That's the beautiful thing about that. But it's been plenty more of them where people still not speaking. You know what I'm saying? And this is the thing, and it's a hard line to toe. Me and Rob both play basketball, right?
Yeah.
When you play basketball, it's competing, right? But when we finish competing, I don't go home and be like, man, I hate that one word.
All right.
It's never like that. But when we compete, we trying to win. And sometimes people cross the line with that. They're competing against other artists, and we say in Christian music, oh, we're not competing against other artists. We're competing with each other. Okay, that's cute. No, you are competing with other artists. Stop it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You are. You want to be the best. When you say you want to be the best, well, if you're the best, somebody else got to be the worst.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Second.
You don't get to be the best without beating nobody. So, I mean, and I feel like people shouldn't have to apologize for that. It don't mean you got to be hateful towards it or whatever, but there's somebody, hey, look, you got a LeBron, and then you got a regular guy in the NBA. I don't know, some regular smo. You know, I can't think about it right now. Yeah,
anybody that's 10th on the roster.
Yeah, anybody. I mean, y'all don't know this name, but a John Conchar or somebody sound like a doctor. You know what I'm saying? And that, it just never matters. It doesn't make sense. So anyway, I'm put up
after you read Bleep Plus, I'm gonna say something.
I took a homie to the concert with No Big Deal and John Keefe. He did music out in the world. He did music out in the world and was just getting into CHH. John did the With It, and my homie after the show asked me about that song. Okay.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, yo, what's this?
Right.
And I get what he's saying. Like, yo, this is what we was doing on that side. Like, y'all do this over here too. Well, what's the purpose? So I can see where he's coming from. But this is what I'm going to say about competing.
Okay.
If you're in a race and you pass this person in second place, what place are you in? You're still not number one. I'm gonna give you that because so nobody ain't competing. I'm number one. You're not. You just passed the person who's in second. That means you're now in second and they're in third. I'm gonna give you the answer to the test. And that's how rap is. So it's like, okay, well, I'm trying to be the best. Well, I can't beat the best, so I get the second best. And I passed them. One word, you're still not the best. And then when it's all said and done, it's still a matter of opinion. Because no matter what Kendrick did with this, let me tell y'all something about this whole Drake and Kendrick thing. When Kendrick get done, he is still not outstreaming Drake. Drake is still the highest streamer on Spotify, and he has no new music out. I want you to think about that. So when people can talk about you, and I'll take this outside of the music. People can talk about you all day long. If you have a group of people who support you unconditionally, like we talked about love and the loyalty, listen, it don't matter what nobody say about you. They're going to rock with you because they know who it is that they rock with and who you are. Yeah. So, and that's what happens with these rap beefs. No matter what Tupac said or did, Biggie was going to be the best. No matter what Biggie said or did, Pac was going to be the best. And that's just a matter of opinion. So in that note, beefs are not necessary. When it's lyrical and you're enjoying this crap because you want to hear what they saying and the cadences, that's when it's fun.
All right, B plus, I want to finish up what he said. He said something felt off about it. I gave context, and he was like, oh, With It was a beef song. That's what he was saying. Yeah, so, you know, so in that sense, man, that could be negative. I just think, I think it's always a slippery slope when it comes to this with music because, you know, in the Christian realm, it's always promoted, oh, no. You know, it's all, we love each other and all that. Yes, you love each other. But for a lot of people, hip-hop and rap is the basketball court. B plus hooped, we hooped.
You know,
Yeah, for a lot of people, it's that. And a lot of times the people that are reviewing music and people that are talking about music may not understand that competitiveness. And they end up thinking, okay, no, this is wrong and this is crazy. You know, so that's why I say it's a slippery slope. I think it's cool to compete. I think it's cool to try to be the best. I don't think it's cool to down somebody else, though, to do it. It's just like when you get on a song with somebody, let's say, we give an example. We ain't going to say each other. We'll say, that was a song with No Big Deal and Andy Mineo. I guarantee on Everything I Love, when Andy Mineo got on that song, he tried to tear No Big Deal a whole another one. You know what I'm saying? And No Big Deal tried to do the same thing. And I'm sure and positive they would expect that from each other because that is artistry. You want to be the best. But he didn't get on a song and do like when T.I. and Ludacris was beefing and they was on the same song talking about each other. It wasn't that.
Yeah, it wasn't
That's
that.
the difference. That's the difference. Go ahead, bro.
No, I think we can use us as an example when we did remnant music. It ain't listen. When we stepped up the remnant music, it was like, nah, this one word ain't about to outdo me on these songs.
No,
Let's
sir.
be real about it. But this is my brother, same way on the court. C has a move on the court that gets on my everlasting nerves. Everlasting nerves. You dig what I mean? When we on the same team, I'm cool. When we opposite, listen, I'm going for his throat, he going for mine. And if he make one, we hit each other in the chest like a bump. Like, good shot, one word, but we don't say one word. You dig what I'm saying?
No, we don't.
And we go at it. And guess what? We still got the Not the Same podcast.
Of course.
Those are competitive. I'm not going to say beefs, but that's the competitive, I don't want to use that word, but for lack of a better word, spirit, if you will. You dig what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with that. B+ played ball. Let me tell you something. I know he played at a high level. If I ever meet the one word in person and we play ball, I'm coming for you, my guy. And I know he good, but that's just how it goes when it comes to ball. Hagens, he's a rapper. Him, my cousin, Cuzzo Zoo. When we get on songs together, we're trying to bring the best verse we can because we respect the other two. 3D, DJ, whenever he writing his verse, he trying to beat me and Zoo, and I'm trying to beat Zoo and 3. And when I'm on the song with C, I'm trying to make sure I bring my top-notch bars the same way I would expect C to do, because that makes for a good song. If someone tells me, I'll say this and I'll let it go. If me, C, and this dude named Will Rock had a song called Real Back on my album back in the day, my cousin and my and 3D Hagens told me Will ate you and he ate you and C on that, and I looked at both of them and said, good,
right?
Because that's going to be an awesome song. He did,
right? Yes, he did.
Hey, brother, he killed us.
Yes.
But salute to Will, because guess what that made? Because I'm not one of them insecure one words when it comes to this music. It made a great song. Thank you, Will. You dig what I mean? That's how I look at it.
B+ said, and you should. And he said, absolutely. He said, if you didn't, I'd be offended. Exactly. Exactly. A lot of times as people in music, or people that listen to music, or people that talk about music in the particular Christian realm, we do not understand this. We think everything's supposed to be lilies and flowers and happy. No, it's music. It's competition. Y'all remember if you watched when KB won his award, he pulled up Tory Deshaun, shout out to Eastside. He pulled up No Big Deal. He pulled up Lecrae, and he talked about all these things and all that. But trust me, every one of them guys' songs he been on, you knew it was KB on that joint. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You knew it. You know what I'm saying? He comes off to seem to be like a loving brother. But I put him on a song. We played the song with the young lady, Child Like CC. When they were standing in front of that weird looking truck, the cyber truck.
Yeah.
Look, I saw a video, Kai Cenat. Y'all heard of Kai Cenat, this very popular streamer, right? There was a video where Kai Cenat heard that verse, and the dude was losing his mind. Heard the verse. You know what I'm saying? When you get on, if any artist get on a song, don't get on there playing with nobody, dog. Go hard. That's what you would want. Anyway, Mr. Crispy.
Crispy, welcome to the show, man.
Vegan rappers low-key conflicted. And on that note,
hold on, because we got some slow people. With him saying vegan rappers are going to be conflicted, it's because he's talking about beef.
Rap beefs, yes. for the people in the back. If you
for the people in the back.
And please don't be offended. It's just jokes. If you rode the short bus growing up, for the old folks, these are just jokes. We're kidding. Unless you're offended. But then it's just funny. No, but anyway, man. Hold on, wait to the last.
I don't get what he's talking about.
What are you talking about? Anyway, man, last video for the night, man. We're going to switch up the tone. This is less... this kind of R&B feel, man, by a guy named Young Chris. I can't remember the other guy, but here we go. In a minute, after we hold up and wait.
Hold up. Hey.
I'll be big man.
I gotta change this name. The Name. That's the name of the song.
I got so many problems, but please stay. Don't run away. Don't run away. Not asking you to solve them, not asking you to change. So if you leave, I'll be okay. 'Cause I know somebody who can solve all my problems and all my fears and all my sorrows and all my tears.
It's Chris. It's something about the way you changed my life around. My heart it broke, but still you chose to love me so. Don't you ever have to give up on me, no. And I'ma give you what you want. I wanna hold you closer to my heart and know that you will never let me go. Hey, bullets with you out. It's not impossible for you, 'cause you got the answers. You got the keys in your hands. So tell me what battles I gotta face alone. How many enemies will I ever know? I'm laying it all at your feet.
'Cause I know somebody who can solve all my problems and all my fears and all my sorrows and all my tears. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus. His name is Jesus. Something about that name. Something about that name. Something about that name. It's something about. It's something about Jesus.
I saw.
Jesus. Name, yeah. Jesus.
That was called The Name by Melodic B and Young Chris. My thoughts about the video. The video itself was cool. I enjoyed the song. I was really enjoying it till I saw crispy comments and you just threw me all off about the tank top. But salute to them. I enjoyed the song, man. I thought we always do rap. There's many forms of Christian music and, you know, or upbeat Christian music that may not just be straight hard gospel or straight Christian contemporary. There's R&B. That's what that was, basically, like R&B. And that kind of gave me the old school Jodeci type feel, you know what I'm saying? Boots and all. But, yeah, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. That's what I say. Go ahead, bro.
I've been a Young Chris fan. I got him on a few playlists. I'm like I said, I'm setting up my 2025 playlist, and I just added this one because it was cool. The reason I started laughing, because I'm a big movie quote guy. And if nobody knows Tank Top Screaming Loud, I Don't Fit You, that came from 8 Mile. And Crispy, salute to you, because it just took me right there because I could see Eminem. Anyhow, as far as this video goes, the videos are simplistic. I love simplistic videos, especially when it's time to listen to what they're saying. This definitely made my playlist because this is my chill moment. This is my vibe when I'm just sitting back and I want to hear some Christian R&P. If you don't know what R&P is, that's rhythm and praise, as opposed to rhythm and blues with R&B music. So yeah, that R&P, Young Chris, he always brings it. I'm gonna look for more from my other old boy,
Melodic B.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for more from him because I like both of their harmonies together, man. So if they come out with a project together, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
Yeah, Young Chris been killing it, man. If you listen
Yeah,
to
man.
Boots, he's all over that joint. He got very
Yeah.
good songs, man.
Yeah.
Very, very good songs. All right, man. Once again, that was The Name by Melodic B featuring, not featuring, Melodic B and Young Chris. People don't say featuring no more. Now these dudes, we doing this joint together.
It's power. It's power in the name.
How
Anyways.
it is.
The name. Jesus. Have you ever thought, I really enjoy what these guys are doing with this podcast? Yes, I'm reading the script. How can I help support them? How can I help be a blessing to them? Hit the button for them, man, so they can hit the like, subscribe, notification. This is so that you know when we go live, we live. You know what I mean? So this is how all the sneaker peekers get on, because they've done this. Because they don't have no links, but they've hit that thing. So all our new subscribers, thank you for that. If you want to support us cash-wise, Cash App, Not the Same Podcast, notthesamepodcast.com/support. If you want to go to the website, I did go on the website and I updated it because we had the sports show yesterday, and we had an influx of people come onto the website just yesterday checking out the replay. So thank you for anybody who went onto the website yesterday. I can see all the algorithms, and I can see all the traffic that goes through. Thank y'all. We do not take any of that for granted. This show will be posted up tonight, so I'll update the website once again if you want to catch the last 3 shows. And I said this, and I'm going to let C go. Please come back next week. We have 3 shows. We'll be doing the Bible study. I know the Bible study is normally the first and third Tuesday, but it's going to be back to back. It's going to be the second and third Tuesday because we had some technical difficulties. So thank y'all for being patient with us. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Go ahead, my bro.
Appreciate y'all again. Like Rob said, man, we will be back next week with our music and faith show on Thursday, sports show on Wednesday, and Bible study on Tuesday. Hey, man, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Definitely love y'all, man.
Very grateful, man. With that being said, I'm C-Micah.
I'm Robert Dean.
And we are out of here.
Yes, sir.
Father's business, grind mode, filled with this Holy Spirit, that's a cheat code. Holiness the standard, we never fold. We about to make a scene, episode about